You know, advertisers put a lot of time, effort, and money into their marketing campaigns. And with so much at stake, including a lot of egos, it is often hard to know when it is time for you to change direction and launch a new ad campaign. You know, if this is you, I invite you to stick around for the next couple minutes, as this video is going to share the top 5 signs that scream it is time for you to change your advertising plan. Hey, welcome to this episode of Do-It-Yourself Advertising. This is the place where we're going to discuss tips, tactics, and strategies that will help you improve your advertising campaign. Now let's head back to today's topic, knowing when it is time for you to change direction with your ad program. Now, number 1 on the list, and probably the most obvious sign that says it is time to change, is when your sales momentum starts to slow down. Now, this is not at all called a micromanage your sales campaign on a daily, hourly, maybe even a weekly basis. But if you see consecutive sales decline over 12 to 16 weeks, I believe it is pretty obvious that you need to consider creating and implementing a new plan immediately. Sign number 2, it's time for you to make a change when no measurable gain has been identified in a 90 to 120 day window. Now, this usually takes place after you've launched a new campaign, maybe put out a new promotion, or you're testing out a new media platform. If you've launched a new campaign and have not seen any improvement with your store traffic, inquiries, your lead generation for a full quarter, I believe you need to give serious thought to changing direction. You know, nothing happens overnight, and silver bullets absolutely do not exist. But clear results should not take months to see. Remember the definition of stupidity: continuing to do the same things over and over while expecting a different result. Sign number 3, it might be time for you to go back to the drawing board when your market share starts to dip or just doesn't keep pace. You know, everybody focuses on sales volume, which we all need to do, but you should also be looking at market share. And this is especially important if things ever slow down. You know, when times are good, lots of sales volume can cover a multitude of sins. But when markets start to shrink, market share should be the very first thing you think about. Ask yourself, are you doing better than, the same as, or worse off than the other advertisers in your market? If you're not performing as well as those you compete with, it might be time for you to rethink your strategy. And next on the list, when you, your staff, or the guy like me who designed your ad campaign start saying things like, give it more time, consumers just haven't figured it out yet. I know that we all want to be funny, we want to be clever, but it is not the customer's job to figure out your campaign or to figure out the benefits of buying from you. It is your job to communicate why they should give you their attention, consideration, most of all, their money. Consumers are not patient. We all know this. And with so many choices of where they can buy from, they aren't going to give you a second chance to decipher your offer. You have to be the one who's clear, concise, and compelling with every message you push out. And finally, if you ever start saying all consumers want is the lowest price and nothing else, hey, let's be candid here, right? Nobody wants to overpay, but very few people are entirely price driven. We've heard countless studies that say if they get a lot better level of experience, they would be willing to pay more. Now, in the end, I believe you can counter this by creating a successful campaign that consistently delivers your message that is compelling, meaningful, and relevant to that consumer. You just have to make sure you deliver on those promises. Hey, so there you have it. Got a handful of indicators letting you know when it might be time for you to make a change with your campaign. Just want to say thanks for watching this episode of Do-It-Yourself Advertising. I hope you found it helpful as you go to work on building a better ad campaign for you and your company. And hey, this wouldn't be YouTube without the pitch, so here it comes. If you did like the content, found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and feel free to post a comment below. Until next time, I wish you good selling.